All right, welcome back to decode Traders Hub. Thank you guys for joining in. It's exactly 35 past 10, so let's head over to our usual routine. So this is Dan, as usual, Dan here at decode Traders Hub, and I want to welcome you guys. Welcome Felix, welcome Desmond. Yeah, welcome. So let's head over to our usual routine, and of course we normally start with crash 500 as usual. That's how our routine is. All right, so hope my voice is clear, loud and clear. Don't mind about the background noise. That's the fan of the PC, because it's running heavy softwares. That's why it is it has to keep on running to cool up the laptop. Yeah, otherwise let's head over to crash 500. Yeah, yesterday we made some money. Those who who were on with analysis, we made money. Those who followed it up. Yeah, so today yeah, as you guys can see, this is a crash 500. Let me first remove the indicator there. Just remove the indicator there. Yeah, we know this, of course. Those who were waiting for selling, please, we've talked about this for so long. As of now, you guys should be able to understand this. So we had a falling wedge there, and yeah, we had a successful breakout and a perfect retest there on H1, and currently you guys can see that I've already made my entries for the buys here. I'm looking for the buy to take me right about there, so that's a buy I'm looking for. Because of this exact move, I'll be looking for this kind of buy to take me right there. So I'll take my profits there, yes, on that very level there, and then if it decides to continue, yeah, I will make another entry. But for now, I'm only going to be looking for profit to take me right there. Yeah, that's a trade I'll be looking for. We may even anticipate this very exact move to take us right about there. Yes, and this other resistance level. So hopefully you guys will be able to make entries, but me, I've already made my entry there. I don't have anything to wait for, because it has already done what I always wanted to do, or what I always wait for price to do. So that's why I'll be making my entries there, and of course I will try to put my tight stop loss there. If it is taken up, then I know it is trying to manipulate once more, take some liquidity on these levels, but most of the times it doesn't do that. Now this liquidity on this fair value gap has already been grabbed. I doubt it will come back for this, so meaning we are good to go for this price. Those who love scalping, you can scalp this in 5 minutes, in 15 minutes. You keep closing your profits in 5 minutes, close your profits after 5 minutes, close your profits after 15 minutes, or you can go up to 1 hour and close your profits at 1 hour, because where we are, we've seen this is such trades that we can't fail to take advantage of. Yeah, so profit is right around there. And those who are using like smallest lot size, which is 0.2, you'll be into $12 when you reach that level. So if you make your entries like 3 of those, that will be around $36 bagging it. When you wait for it to reach the TP level, you'll be in $36. So that is I don't have anything much to say about this, just to make my entries there immediately, because we had already analyzed this yesterday. Yesterday we took these trades. Let me show you yesterday's trade. After this move, the manipulation was done from that very level there. That's when we started to see price go back into the falling wedge. Yeah, so but we had already made that money there, so either way this profit mitigated this loss here. All right, so we now move on to boom 1000. Boom 1000. Please, if you guys have a question, don't hesitate to ask me. We'll be able to respond. All right, so boom 1000. Yes, good morning, Shamim. It's been a while, Shamim. How are you? Wow, it's been a while. All right, so boom 1000. Boom 1000. Let's see. Yeah, so yesterday it was a no-go for us. Why was it a no-go? Because price was on that level there, but again we were having this conflicting analysis on CCI. It was showing us that we haven't touched the oversold, meaning we may come for the oversold, but yet we were on the resistance level there, on the support level there. So it was some confusion that I decided not to make an entry. But later on, around 3-4 there, I saw this kind of a falling wedge, and the structure of the candles on H1 signified there was a rejection of price on the support level there. And before I could even try to make my entries, price gave us those big candles there. I think it happened as I was in mentorship class. Yeah, that's when it happened. And of course, those who were in the class, I shared this with them. Yeah, but yeah, this is how we missed the move. I wanted price to return to this level so that I can enter my buy, but it never did. It came back to this, of which this is not applicable. Why is it not applicable? Because if I use my fib to use that, this was still in premium and I could have only entered in discount. So the discount level came here, and for around almost an hour the buy was on, only to later show us this once more. Yeah, so that's how the sale continued. Yeah, if this had broken this level here, we would have continued with the buy, but it never broke that level, so the sale had to continue. Yeah, so that's how the sale continued. You can delete all this now, they're no longer necessary. Now we see a breakout. Now according to M15, we see a breakout on the support level there, and we have a confirmation of buys here on M15. But we all know that we don't sell, market doesn't move in a straight line, and this can't just be the confirmation there. We always anticipate a retest before we can make our entries. So until we see a retest, we can't make the entry for the buy again. So what do we do? Looking at H1 hasn't reached oversold, meaning we're still going to anticipate more sales currently where we are, at least to reach oversold. Then the buys can come in on M15, and then of course H4 has already touched over test on M15, Once it comes here and it doesn't break the previous lower low, then we come in with our entries. Once price breaks this level, we'll come in with our buy entries, knowing that we are going to buy, and this buy will be both on M15, H1 and H4. So your profits will be on this level. I wouldn't want you to sell more than, to buy it more than this level. Just aim at that and call it a day. You don't have to hold for long to prove to anyone that you're a trader. Even this money alone, if you know how to maximize your profits, your win rate, big win rate trades, you can maximize this only trade to even give you your current, probably your salary that you're earning. It depends on how you strategize. Yeah, so that is it. Now allow me to head over to, unless if you have a question, please ask. If you don't, allow me to go to Boom 500. Yes, sir. Good morning, Robina. Welcome. Now let's head over to Boom 500. All right, so Boom 500. Let's see. We wanted. Those who remember, we had made an entry here to trade the retest. Yeah, this was a trade. I entered on this level here. I entered on that level there to trade this retest back here, but it didn't reach that level that I wanted. So it took my S sales in profits here and then started to sell, but it was selling. Anyways, that is the right way I was doing it. So the retest here never happened. It did on this level. It means we had another block there. So we started to see lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs, until we came to this this support level. It's a support level, and at the same time it's a breaker block. It's a breaker block where price broke structure from. So knowing that, I can delete this, delete that. So I couldn't enter the sell because I didn't follow it up, because I would have followed it up here when it made this retest here and entered the sell, but I didn't. I had already made money on the other assets, so I called it a day. But that was also a good move to make entries on. Yeah, so now we are on that level. Now if we know that we are on that level, H1 signifies buys, shows us buys according to CCI. H4 also is showing us buys according to CCI. Daily has touched oversold. Now we can start to anticipate buys according to daily. Weekly, however, we had a break of structure there, so this was a return to break of structure. So meaning we are currently going to anticipate more buys, and probably this time we could, because we have the CCI showing us there that we should be selling according to weekly there, but this was around this area, but we later broke structure there and went and created a new higher high. So this move here can only be anticipated to come around those levels, and once it comes around those levels, we see as long as it fails to break that, that means we will come in now stronger for the sales once we fail to make a new higher high. That will be, this is an anticipation on a weekly time frame. So that is this may even take a month to come to that level. So for now, let's get back to where we are and what we can trade. So after knowing that we had a falling wedge, and this level here has already been reached there, it gave us that TP there, and this one here, let's see, has it been reached yet? Yes, it has been reached, and on that very level. So now the second TP has been reached. Now we can anticipate buys according to H4. According to H4, we have a double bottom there. According to H4, now if we know that we have a double bottom according to H4, we can come to H1 and wait for a retest also on H1, a retest. Yeah, let's look at M15. M15 is still going in for the buys, but it may not exceed here. It may not exceed this level here. So and we had a change of character right here. So once we see that was a change of character there, and it made the retest back here. So one may actually make the buy entry. Yeah, one may make a buy entry to take us right there. So this would be my stop loss here, right? Just on this level here. I don't want to make. I'm looking for a 1 to 2. Yes. Yeah, I'm looking for a 1 to, actually this is a 1 to 3, so I'm looking for a 1 to 3, and once I hit that I will be out, because I know on H1 we'll be coming back again around that level there. So this is just going to take us right there, and then later on come in on H1 to look for now, until more data is given to us. So right about now, allow me to go to another asset, which is a V25. Vol25. Alright, so this I want to start from a daily. In fact, weekly, we know that we are looking for that breakout once it happens, but for now we know that we touched the other trend line, upper trend line. Now we have been seeing a retest there, and daily now signifies sales according to CCI, and of course according to our main structure there with our pattern, it is also the same thing that we're seeing, because price touched the upper trend line, meaning we are coming in with that kind of move. So if we know that on that level, then we can just delete that. Now I can draw this. And anticipate that kind of move. Yes, that is now clear. If I go to H1, first delete these. I don't know why I have them. Yeah, delete that. And once I see that, then just a minute. Yes, this is a descending triangle, and we are looking for sales. So for now, I may not wait. This is H1. H1 is saying will continue to buy, so it may exceed this level and come around these levels here, come around those levels there for that fair value gap. If it does, then we can withdraw our trend line here to match up with that very current data, because this high, this current candle hasn't closed, so we cannot fully use it. It's just I'm just using it for now to just give you an overview what may happen, but this candle hasn't closed, so we cannot confirm that it is a point of interest that we can use to draw our upper trend line or our resistance trend line. So after knowing that, we can head over to M15 and we can head over to M15 and looking at M15, yeah, the sell may be on. Yes, looking on M15, the sell may be on, and this was a move that we missed early morning. Look at that kind of move. This was a move that was missed early morning, and of course the profit was here. The profit was this. This was the profit there, right around there. That was a profit there, you know, because we know that it normally comes for this exact move, and it is the same thing that we see that it did right around there. So anyways, that is already past. I don't know if anyone was in the market early morning, but what I can do right around here, my entry for the sell. Just going to use one, make my entry, just drew there, and looking at CCI, this is what it is suggesting right around there. So that's why I've made my entry there for the sell. So I will wait for whatever comes, but like I said, this candle on H1, it hasn't closed yet. It has just closed actually right now, and the way it has closed, you can see it had that big momentum. It had that big momentum into the buys. So anything can happen. It can come. It can continue to go up there. So for you to make an entry here, you need to be knowing that we are entering it according to M15. We are entering it according to M15, and you have your price, your resistance, your risk management at hand. You use a proper risk management. Of course, there's another way you could wait for that, is to wait for the sales to come in and probably break this level. That's how we normally wait for such sales, price to come and break this very level. So if you want to enter, please wait for such a move to come and give you this. That's how you could make your entries there. Yeah, and according to MFM5, yeah, that's what you see there. So this will be the neckline here if that happens. All right, I want to move ahead and go to V75. V75. Vol75. This is M15. Let's go to H weekly. Right, daily. So daily, we had that trend line there signifying our resistance there, and we had a breakout there, although it was of low momentum. Yeah, and the breakout went ahead and touched that fair value gap. So you can delete this so that you can see what I'm talking about. Delete that. That has already served the purpose. So it went up there, touched the fair value gap, just like how we had anticipated yesterday, and there we see a doji. That is a hammer. That's a hammer there. There we see a hammer coming in, and and of course even the structure of the candles there is somehow signifying sales there, that a low momentum of buy is currently on. So if we go to H4, we started to see the sales come in, but still with low momentum. Yeah, with low momentum. And according to, yes, of course we made an entry here. Those who remember, I had my entries here and I took my profits here. That was a sniper entry. Those who remember, I shared it yesterday. During the analysis, I showed you how I already have my entries there. So according to H1, that was how much I was into, for how the time I was into this trade. That was around 4 hours, and I closed at the end of that hour, and then as I closed, immediately we started to see consolidation happen there. So now right about now we touched that level, but did we reach 50? Yes, we did. We reached 50% of that fair value gap. So we started to go back inside the it is a channel, I think. So it should be a channel. This should be a channel. Yeah, it is somewhat of a channel. So currently you can see the momentum of this price. So it is a no-go for me. I don't want to trade something like this. It is hectic. It is hectic for nothing. So I rarely trade this. I try by all means not to find myself in such trades. Not that we can't trade it, but I want peace of mind. Yeah, I want peace of mind. I want just peace of mind. So I know this. I know this. That is what we can say. This is for sure. So once I know that, this is M15. I go to H1. I see that sales is still on. M15 is consolidating. H4 is showing sales. So that answers me. And once I know that, I don't normally want to make my entries immediately. So I will do this, make my single, I will do 2 entries and bring my stop loss right around there, and I'll be looking for profits on that same level there. Yes, that's where I'll be looking for my profits. Alright, so I've finished making my entries there. If it comes back here, then it will take me out. But what we know for sure, this will be a manipulation if it does that. I've not anticipated for the manipulation there, but if it does the manipulation, then it will do something like that. Then later on, come here. Overall, we know that we're going to sell this. Why? Because this is a pennant, and pennants, we know what they do. We know that they will be continuing with the previous trend, which is a sell. So we will wait for such a move. Delete. Alright, so that is V75. Let me check. We have a question. Not really. Good morning, Larry. Alright, so let's head over to now V50. V50. Volatility 50. So let's go back to weekly to try to understand this. We had that, we had a breakout structure, and we tested back here, went back to go for a new higher high, but it failed. So we know that on the weekly. So if we know that on the weekly, first delete this so that I can have a clear. we have a clear thing here on the daily. Alright, so that's a clear structure there. We went back to that level there and we grabbed liquidity just like we wanted in the first place. So all that now has given us that can now tell us what to anticipate. Now we have failed to break, we have failed to create a new high, but that is on the weekly. Yes, on the daily, that's when we last touched the overbought, and we haven't touched oversold yet, which can signify to us that we should be selling a bit more. And looking at where we are currently, we grabbed liquidity on that fair value gap according to daily time frame. So after grabbing the liquidity, we started to see sales come in, and yeah, right where we are, we saw this move. Yes, the buy went there, and now we started to sell. So we can only sell again when price goes back into premium, probably if it comes back to that level there. So I cannot enter my sales right where we are. I can only enter sales when price comes back around that level there. So that's when I can clearly get my clean entries for sales and be ready to swing it all the way to these levels that we see right here, and of course even right here. That's what we'll be looking for. So for now, I can delete this, I can delete that, and I can also delete this right there. And now waiting to H4, I'm waiting for this retest. This is what we are looking for. If it gives it to us, it may first come to this order block here, or it may return from where it is, which is a fair value gap right here. Yes, so it may do that, push back there. So I want you to notice there are two ways this can go, right, like that, and then later on come in like that. So we need to be ready for whatever that happens in this very market. So that's how I would wait. So for now, if I know how I'm going to play this on H4, I can I can go to H1, and clearly H1 I see something significant, something like this is what I may anticipate. Then I can enter my buys once price breaks the neckline, or once price breaks the previous lower high there. Yes. So if it fails to break this fair value gap, then I'll be coming in with my buy, just like I've already anticipated on HB, aiming to make an entry today. So for now, I will wait for price to reach here and then make my entries to take me right around those levels. So that's it. So as soon as I see price reach this level, as soon as I see price reach oversold, I won't be hesitating to make my buy entries. That is a V50 for us there, a detailed analysis that we can use to make our entries. So let me know if you have questions. Please go ahead and ask. Yes, good morning, Levi, how are you? All right, so that now leads us to go to jump 25. Jump 25. All right, so jump 25, Let's head over to weekly. All right, we didn't touch that level there. We actually touched the order block, that candle, that last buy candle there. That's the one we touched, and then we started to head over to sales. But looking on CCI, according to weekly, we haven't reached overbought yet. So meaning, I can still anticipate momentum to push for the overbought there. So if I know that, I can head over to daily, and the same thing comes to light, that we still have an anticipation to go for the buys right there, because we haven't reached overbought. If I know that two of those time frames are still waiting for such, then I can know what I need. So of course, if we are using daily, you will see that this is a breakout structure, and price came to retest the breakout structure there. This was a breakout structure also. So we now head over to H4 and we look at where we are. That is now a support level, and this current support level, it may not hold up depending on what we are seeing. According to what we are seeing on H1, hasn't reached oversold to so that we can anticipate. This is H4, yes, we haven't reached oversold yet to anticipate to trigger us to anticipate the buys, but H1 has, and it is actually showing us some buys. So if I can delete these, delete that, delete that, delete. And now I can also delete that. All right. Delete that. All right. So I have a breakout structure according to H1. That's a breakout structure right there, and I see that I've already reached oversold down below there. So now I can anticipate price to come back again, and once it comes back, I will anticipate to fail to create a new low so that I can come in with my buys according to H1, what I see, because price is oversold. So the return will only be will only stop around that level, and then we come in with our buys once we see a change of character around that level, or whichever level it decides to return from. So for now, this is how I can anticipate this kind of asset. If I go to M15, of course the buy is on there, you can see it, so we can anticipate retest from that level there, or the fair value gap where we are currently, and then we come back down below to the lower low, and then we can be ready for our clean buy entries. So that's how I may enter this asset. But before I do that, there is something that comes to light before I even anticipate to do this. This is very significant. This is very significant. This move here is very significant. What we have here is so much significant that it may actually give us a different feel. So this may be something that we could anticipate right here. Yeah, So you have to be careful before you can make your decision. And this will be your TP level there. Why would this be significant? Because on H4 we haven't reached oversold, so there is still this gap there. So this gap, look at where this is so important. It will be bringing you back to this level. So that's why I'm saying you have to be patient for such moves, because this may be significant. In fact, I'm seeing according to H4 we are coming here. According to H4 we are coming here. We still have this move to take. So meaning on H1 we will see that as a fake breakout at first, but later on it's going to give us another breakout to bring us right to those levels that we've just seen, the level that we've just seen according to H4. So for now, this will be a no-go. I will wait for it here. And then make my sell. So for now, I want to leave this. Yeah, I'm going to leave this out. Delete. Now I will wait for this buy, either there or here. Yeah, it may not even reach there. Since it had already broken out, it may not even reach to the upper trend line. It may return from that last OB, and then we look for that kind of move. So whoever is a fan of a jump 25, this is going to be a sell. It's going to be a sell, even though we are seeing a buy on H1. I mean on M15, it's not going to last. We are coming in heavy with a sell to take advantage of this last move there. That is what we'll be taking advantage of. All right, so that is cleared. We'll come back to it later before we finish, but the sell is going to be on around this very level, so you wait for the sell. So lastly, which is that will be jump 10. Jump 10 is our last asset. So let's check it out. You guys have a question? Not really. Guys, we are in the same line. I don't know how we forgot to pray today. Please guys, always remind me. I'm sorry, I forgot. We had to start with a prayer, but I don't know how I quickly forgot, and it's becoming something I don't like. To just get into charts. Yeah, apologies. Please, if I happen to forget, remind me. Remind me so that I can work it out immediately. All right. So this is jump 10. Jump 10. So what do we see? I don't want to start from M15. I want to start from weekly. I get to see an overview. Yeah, this is what we're looking for. Yeah, we have a pennant there, or call it an expanding, call it a symmetrical triangle if you want, but yeah, we will look for, this is a pennant on a weekly time frame, so we'll be looking for this kind of move once it breaks out. So according to weekly, I mean according to daily, we haven't reached a level that we could actually anticipate the sales, because it's not yet overbought. So that's why we are looking for buys to bring us to overbought level, meaning it will be coming to the upper trend line there before we can start to anticipate sales to come in. So on knowing that, this is where we had anticipated the buy. Of course, yesterday I had made my entries. It kept on taking me out. Yeah, but on this very level here, you clearly see a change of character there. Yeah, we clearly see a change of character there. And now even price, another confirmation is that price is above 10 MA, so that is now rectified. I can delete this now. And now what do? I head over to I will head over to H1 and look at it. This was a triple bottom breakout there, retest back to this OB, which there broke out. So that is a break of structure right around there. So there's a big imbalance right here, but this candle has it closed, so we cannot say it is an imbalance until this candle closes. So CCI is signaling sales, whereas currently we are looking at buys. It has been buying after that change of character. So when going to M15, we see a sales signal coming in from a CCI, and that means we also see that kind of move. That can only tell us that price will first try to reach that level before we can see this. And hopefully it's going to come to mitigate that. Yeah, so for now I can only wait for the move to reach there on M15. I will make my entries on M15 to make that retest move. It is a risky one because I'll be going against the current trend according to D1. Actually, according to D1, I'll be going against the trend. So, but I will wait for that because it's what is likely to happen. Yeah, it's what is likely to happen according to the data that we have. So for now, I will leave this at that, and I'll wait for entries here to sell it right around there. Some people may want to sell it right here, but it may be a trap. It may be just a trap. So you have to be careful. If it continues to sell, that means I will wait for my buy entries on this very level here. I'll wait for my buy entries on that very level to take me even right on to those levels. But I can't enter from this level because I know I will see a retracement later on. So that's why I'm not going to enter on this very level there. Even though if I change to line chart, yeah, still this is not a structure that I can make. So either way, it's not a trade that I can take. So that's it on this very asset. Of course, yesterday we saw this kind of move, because you remember, I don't know if I actually shared it, but that was a move there. Yeah, that is what it was doing. And of course the trade was there. And you see that we haven't reached there, so we are likely to reach that level there. All right, so I want to delete this and call it and actually we start the recap before we can say we can call it a day. Let's now head over to the recap. All right, so we started with crash 500. Before we can do that, let me check, do we have questions? Not really. So those who came in earlier, I hope you entered crash 500, and we are in big profits as we speak. Our take profit is right there, but so far we have those two H1 candles. The current H1 hour and a half, we've been buying this asset, so that is big money. If you're in crash 500 and you're using probably 0.5, that is big money for you there. So we are coming right around there. That's where we want to grab our profits and call it a day. So that is what we have there. kudos, congrats for those who entered right with me there. Boom 1,000, it has given me what I was looking for, and most of the times I want to wait for the breakout, but I may not. Let me enter my one position. If it makes a breakout, I will come in with another position. So yeah, I will make my entry there because it has done what I was anticipating to do, so I will wait. And of course my profits are right around that level, so if it does that, I will be in big monies. So I will wait because I will wait for another entry to come around this level. So for now, that's it. We can now delete these, they are no longer necessary. Alright, so that is boom 1,000 there. We already know what we talked about. We will be anticipating the buy to take us right around there. This is what? This is boom 500. So boom 500. Yes, I had only one stop loss. So we were waiting for price to push there, and then we can enter our buys to come around this level. So it has decided to come to grab liquidity on that order block, and yeah, I had put my stop loss around there, but it was for only one entry. I had not put a stop loss on the other one, so the other one is still in floating losses. Is it applicable? Alright. So we haven't seen a change of character yet on H1. So you guys may not enter until you see a change of character. But like I said, according to H4, we will be looking for that very move. The reason why I was looking for the buy is to reach there and then come in with a sell to come here. Then later on, of course, we will be coming in with that kind of buy. Yeah. Let's see. According to daily, yes, daily is reaching oversold there, so that's why we have all those. So the anticipation is to go there, get overbought, then come in with a sell, and then later on enter the buy. So we have three kinds of trades we are looking at this very asset: the buy there, the sell later on, then the buy again. So it is a bit tricky. So for you guys can wait for a sell here, or you can wait for a general buy on this level here, because all our time frames are now showing we are oversold, meaning the buy is going to come in. So you may want to wait for the buy clearly here, not where we are currently. This is like a short trade that I'll just risking to take there, and then later on call it, come in with a retest and trade. So let me put my stop loss here. I'm going to put my TP right around there, and this will be like a one-to-one trade, so that I can mitigate my stop. My stop loss was supposed to be here, as I was looking at a 1 to 3, so I forgot to put the stop loss. I would be out already totally, because this trade was not worth it to risk and have a one-to-one. So right now I have nothing to do. I can only put my stop loss right here and wait and see if this will come around there. If it comes back here, then it will take me out, and I will now be calm and wait for an entry here. Yeah. All right, that was a jump. That was boom 500, and now V25. Yeah, I had said we will wait for wait a minute. Yeah, we are looking for that kind of sell. So that means that means, yes, I told you, if it does manipulation, it will come around that level there, then we continue to sell. Yeah, that's what I remember. So that means my sell has been taken out because I had my tight stop loss there. Yeah, I had a tight stop loss because I knew it may manipulate once more to take us right about there. So that's where we will wait for a confirmation for the sells. We know we are looking for that sell to bring us here, and even more so to break through and give us this kind of sell to bring us to this very level. Why are we looking for this very level? Those who came in late, is because of this previous move that brought us into consolidation. That's the reason why. All right, so now that we know that, we just now have to wait for confirmed sell entry right on that level, and then come in with the sells. All right, that is V25 1S. What is this? Even this is giving us a manipulation. So all my trades that I entered that were on the pennant, they are currently being gone against because of manipulation. I was not anticipating the manipulation today, so they are all coming in on with manipulation there. And most of the times I don't want to increase my stop losses, so I normally stick to my stop losses so that I don't increase my risk exposure. So for now, I will leave this where it is, and I will wait for this. Someone may be confused why we are having this on CCI, yet we are in a sell. Yeah, it is a confusion, but if you go to H1, you will see that our sell is still on. If you go to H4, the sell is on. If you go to daily, it's where we have the buy, but we have to first retest. There is liquidity left back. There is liquidity left back on those levels, so it has to do some retracement. So yeah, I think that answers your questions why we have such a structure, such a structure on the indicator, yet we have a different structure on the main chart. All right, that is a V75. Now this is a V50. V50 has done what we are anticipating, so now we'll wait for the second candle to come in and probably close, then we can enter our buys to take us right there. If it happens to continue and break through this fair value gap, then we will wait on and we get a confirmation where how we can enter this asset. But for now, the bigger bias is on this kind of buy to take us right about there, and then later on come in with the sells. So that's why I never had, I didn't have a buy, I mean a sell kind of anticipation on this very level. I have the sell anticipation on this other level once we mitigate that fair value gap. Yeah, the liquidity on that fair value gap. So we have two ways we can enter this. One is price to reach here and then we make our buy entries. The other is price to turn from this level. But most likely, like I said, the way we are looking at what we have here, we are likely to see price come to this very level so that we can make our entries to the buys later on. So this is the most likely to come to pass, this move here, this very move right here. So we wait for whatever the market gives us, and once it is confirmed, we make our entries. Jump 25, like I told you, it went there to grab liquidity there, So now I have no hesitation to make my sales, because that's what we are looking for. So let me get a proper lot size 0.1 and then make my entries right there, and I'll put my stop loss just there, and I can let me make one entry, and I'll be looking for this profit right here. That's a profit I'll be looking for right there. So I'm around like a 1 to 6. Yeah, that's my risk to reward ratio there, and I've made my entry right there. So anyone who wants to make an entry with me, this is the best we can make our entries there, because of that we've just seen, because it happened just like we had anticipated. So most of the times I always follow what I've planned. If it gives me what I've just planned, I enter, unless if I see another data come to light. So that, yeah, that one has done what I was anticipating, so that's why I had to enter. This one has decided to first come and mitigate the fair value gap here, so but I won't enter still. I will wait for a move like that. So if it continues here, then I will make my buy entry from this level, but not on this level here. I can't enter from this very level here. So that's it. Thank you guys for coming around, and of course congrats to those that made entries on Crash 500. We are still going in heavy, and boom 1000. We are waiting for the buys to start in. We are in a floating loss there. So, but anyways, congrats to those that made an entry on Crash. I know most people fear boom 1000 and boom 500. So we will wait for those to come around. Otherwise, let me wish you guys a good day, and don't forget that today we will have a BTC analysis at exactly 1 p.m. We will have a BTC analysis, and of course it's for 30 minutes. So BTC analysis at 1 to 1:30 East African time. And as usual, our synthetic index analysis is always on every day, Monday to Friday, 10:30 to 11:30 East African time. Let me wish you guys a good day. Happy trading. Those who have need to join the mentorship class, please don't forget that you can email me or WhatsApp me on my contact. I think I'll be sharing it. Yeah, should I share it now? No, let me just leave it. I'll put it in the description. Those who want to WhatsApp me and engage into the mentorship class. Otherwise, let me wish you guys a good day. See you tomorrow for synthetic indices, and of course for BTC. Let me see you shortly in just like an hour and a half. Happy trading, guys, and have a good day.